Welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. The 2017 WWE No Mercy, a Raw exclusive network special, comes to you from Los Angeles, California. We have 7 big matchups here. So we're gonna get right into this. We have the Cruiserweight title on the line. We have Cruiserweight, the King of the Cruiserweights, the champion Neville, defending his title versus Enzo and Amore. Enzo recently joining the Cruiserweight division after being a long-time tag team with Big Cass. I don't know what to think about Enzo in the Cruiserweight division on 205 Live. I look at the Cruiserweight division and I see all these Cruiserweights from the Cruiserweight Classic. The Cedric Alexanders, the Tony Neses, the Akira Tozawa, Lince Dorado, Ari Daivari, Mustafa Ali, one of my favorites. You got Neville and Enzo Amore for your title, and you have these guys that were basically building the Cruiserweight division in WWE in the last year. They're not. You're kind of pushing those guys aside for the bigger names and the more the people like. I think if you spotlight the Cruiserweight division more on Raw, on SmackDown, people would watch 205 Live, but it's only on the network. A lot of people are too busy to go watch a show on a network, except for a pay-per-view. But Neville 4-1 this year in pay-per-views. His only loss at a pay-per-view was at Payback, I believe it was a disqualification loss to Austin Aries. Enzo Amore 3-0, this time in the Cruiserweight division. Neville's only held the title this time for 33 days. So I'm going to think Neville's going to retain. Next we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. This is the 4th match between these two guys. There was a house show match earlier in the year where Finn Balor won. On a Raw on August 14th, Bray Wyatt won. At SummerSlam, Finn Balor won. And then I'm picking Bray Wyatt to win here. He needs to get over in a feud. Typically, he doesn't get over. So, hopefully Bray Wyatt wins. Next, we have the 5-way for the Raw Women's Championship. We have champion Alexa Bliss versus the returning Bayley, versus Emma versus Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks. Don't get me wrong, all 5 of these women are championship caliber. They're just a spot holder until Asuka shows up. Hopefully she continues her undefeated streak. Hopefully she gets this Raw Women's title and just holds it for like freaking 2 years. Alexa Bliss is a 2-time Raw Women's Champion. She's held 25 days this time. Bayley, former Women's Champion, held it 76 days. And then Emma and Nia Jax have never held the title, and Sasha Banks is a 4-time Women's Champion. This title has already changed hands 4 times this year. Bliss beat Bayley for the title in San Jose, California, Bayley's hometown. This is in LA. I think they're going to give it back to Bayley, which would make Bayley a 2-time champion. Alexa Bliss is the 2-time champion. And then that sets up Asuka versus Bayley, which we've seen in NXT, which was magnificent in NXT. That's where I think they're going with this. That's where I think they should go with this. So I have Bayley winning. Next, the Intercontinental title line, we have champion The Miz versus Jason Jordan, the son of Kurt Angle. I've said all along that Jason Jordan is a very talented young wrestler. He's a future world champion. He is Kurt Angle in '98 when Kurt first came in. I will say The Miz has gotten better over the years. I've never been a huge Miz fan. I hated the fact that when he was the pro for Daniel Bryan and consistently crapping on Daniel Bryan is 10 times the wrestler as Miz is. I think Jason Jordan is young. I think his time as a singles wrestler is still working on it and building. This is a good opportunity for The Miz to put over Jason Jordan in this feud. Miz is at a point in his career where he can do that. He can put over a guy like a Jason Jordan. He can put over this younger talent, the Curtis Axels of the world, etc. I want Jason Jordan to win an Intercontinental title here. I want Jason Jordan to build upon Yeah, he's Kurt Angle's son, but he is a future WWE champion. He is that much talent in the ring. Next, we have Raw Tag Titles on the line. We have champions Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Currently, Ambrose and Rollins have held the tag titles 33 days. As of Sunday, it'll be 33 days. The last 4 title runs for the tag titles was 42, 63, 63, and 77. The 42 and 77 were by Sheamus and Cesaro. One of the 63s was Anderson and Gallows, and the other one was the Hardy Boys. I look at Ambrose and Rollins holding the titles. I look at the next pay-per-view is TLC, the TLC match being for the tag titles, and then Hardys or whomever winning that one. So I have Ambrose and Rollins retaining here. Next we have John Cena versus Roman Reigns. They have never faced one-on-one, even in a house show, which was odd to me to find because I go to ProFightDB.com, that's ProFightDB.com, and they have all the matches listed, and I went back through Roman Reigns and John Cena. I found a bunch of times where they tagged. 8 times they've tagged together or been in tag matches. They've never faced one-on-one, which is kind of amazing. But like these promos in Raw, when John Cena said to Roman Reigns, "You're trying to be me. I can't basically leave because you can't do it." John Cena was speaking the honest to God truth. They've shoved John Cena down there for a decade. But you know what? He's improved. He has gotten better. Roman Reigns, he ain't getting better. He's staying about the same. Yeah, he's had great matches. He had a 4.5-star match versus Daniel Bryan. He's had some stuff versus Seth Rollins that's been awesome. John Cena had a 5-star match versus CM Punk. Both of these guys wrestle up to the level of their opponent. Neither of them can carry a match, in my opinion, which I could be proven wrong here. But for the most part, if you look at the great matches either guy have had, they've always been in that ring with a top tier level, top 5, top 10 guy. The Seth Rollins of the world, the CM Punks of the world, Daniel Bryan. They wrestled to their level. If you put them as the top guy in that match, it's not been good. Yes, Roman Reigns retired The Undertaker. No. The Undertaker retired The Undertaker. He wanted to put somebody over in his final match at WrestleMania. It was supposed to have been Finn Balor, but Finn Balor was hurt. Taker was about putting over the next guy. Everyone is trying to put over Roman Reigns. Triple H tried it. It failed. The Undertaker tried. It failed. Numerous Hall of Famers, Shawn Michaels has tried. It failed. No one can put Roman Reigns over. Now John Cena's trying. Because of that, Roman Reigns wins this. They're still setting up for WrestleMania, Reigns versus Lesnar. There's no reason in WWE should not do this match. The Undertaker, the greatest Mr. WrestleMania himself, the greatest wrestler in WrestleMania history, was 23-2 at WrestleMania. The two go one-on-one. We've known it since April. It's going to happen. You got Roman Reigns beating John Cena, the great John Cena, so Roman Reigns is just a piece of garbage. Yeah. So, next match we have, oh dear God, the Universal title line. We have champion Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. October 22nd, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. Our Tables, Ladders, and Chairs TLC from Minneapolis, Minnesota, which just happens to be the college town or where Brock Lesnar is built from. He's actually born in South Dakota and lives in Canada. 11 matches this year in 2017 for Brock Lesnar. 4 pay-per-views. Braun Strowman's had 66 matches, 39 singles matches. Brock Lesnar's matches last 4 or 5 minutes, period. Unless there are multiple people in that, and then they have to basically give him a timeout, and then take him to the back, let him eat some oxygen because his cardio sucks, and then put him, and he comes back out and wins. There's no way they're taking the title off Lesnar. I don't believe. Lesnar wins this, retains, goes on in his hometown and defends the title at tables, ladders, and chairs. I could see a scenario where they let Strowman win and then have Lesnar come back and win then, but it's just, there's no point in taking the title off of him. I mean, they treat most titles like pieces of candy, but yet the part-timer can't lose the title. Yeah, whatever. So much talent on this roster is getting wasted away as Brock Lesnar holding your Universal Champion, but whatever. So that will wrap up the 2017 No Mercy preview. Stay tuned to Remember Sports Show for the review. Probably be up sometime Monday afternoon-ish. Internet sucks, so. But anyway, now we're going to get out of here. Thanks for watching Remember Sports Show. Y'all just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.